When I am gallivanting around the country doing my thing, there's a lot of people that I come across, but very few people that I keep close to me in my personal life. I have very, very few friends. I'm not gonna tell you that I'm antisocial, but socially, I fucking hate people. Like, I fucking hate them a lot. I have very few friends. People that I hold dear and close to me, that I call a friend. And I want to tell you one of my friends. Her name was Sherry. I met Sherry back in 2003. She was born in Alaska, but she lived in Las Vegas for many, many years. So Sherry, she actually introduced me to who I would actually call my very first girlfriend that I ever had in my real life. So Sherry, she called me up. She goes, "Hey," she goes, "I got a friend. Her name is Callie. Her real name is Jennifer, but everyone calls her Callie because she's from California. She might like you. She's really pretty." And she goes, "I think that you guys would get along good." So she introduced me to this girl. We dated for about 2 or 3 months. She turned out to be, at the time, pretty much a drug addict broad. She's since then turned her life around, but she was a real mess back in the day. So one day, my very first girlfriend, her name was Jennifer. She ended up cheating on me and dumping me at the same fucking time. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm really, really sad. At the time, one of the worst days of my life. So she dumps me, and I go to Sherry's house, and I'm like, man, I'm fucking bummed out, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And we were talking until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and she goes, "Hey, why don't you crash here? Like, why are you like?" She goes, "You don't gotta go home and sleep by yourself." She goes, "Just crash in my room or whatever." So I'm like, "All right." So she has this big bed, and I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, like what's going on here?" So me and Sherry go to sleep in her bed, right? So we fell asleep, and at that time, I didn't really drink too much, if at all. So we're sleeping in the bed, and we started spooning, and I'm like, "Oh shit, are we gonna have sex? What's going on here?" Uh, she was an okay looking woman. She was slender, but she had big hooters. I remember that. And so we're sleeping, and I don't want to get too graphic, but I almost thought we were gonna have sex. But I don't know. It felt really good just holding somebody that was a woman, but it wasn't my girlfriend. I was really, really sad at the time, and we ended up not having sex. We just spooned together and slept all day, all night, whatever. So the next morning, I wake up. She was cooking breakfast, and then that was it. I went home and blah blah blah. And that day started a very close friendship with me and Sherry. This girl was the epitome of somebody that would literally do everything she could to help you out. It just, almost to a fault. She was cool as shit. She never had Facebook. She didn't do social media. You had her phone number or you didn't. That's it. We were roommates for a while later on. We lived together for about 3 or 4 months. She was a very, very good person. You don't meet too many people like this, especially in Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is full of shitbags for real. So, as I travel in and out of Las Vegas around the country, we would lose contact and then, get acquainted or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I remember last year, I knew she had a drug problem. She was doing dope or whatever. So I knew that about her life. She would get into dope, get out of dope, get into dope. And she had met this new dude, right? And she had talked to me about him, like, he kicked her ass a couple times. She was scared of him, blah, blah, blah. So I remember April of 2017, she called me. She would rarely call me because she just wasn't a really telephone person. But she called me. She goes, "Hey, Lamont." She goes, "Where are you right now?" And I said, I'm in California. I got a job with a carnival. I'm driving a truck. And she goes, well, can I come out there with you? And I knew she was on dope, and the place that I worked at was full of nothing but dope. Everyone smoked dope. Everyone was a meth head. So I was kind of concerned about her. I said, listen, man, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, it's not good. It's not a good idea for a drug addict to go with other drug addicts. So I told Sherry, I said, listen, I said, here's what we'll do. And she stopped me and she goes, listen, she goes, I got to get out of Las Vegas. If I don't get out of Las Vegas, my boyfriend is going to kill me. I need to get out of here. So I told her, I said, listen, because I know she's on dope. I know she's doing this, she's doing that. And I told her, I said, listen, call me in 4 days. And I remember 4 days. I remember this. I said, call me in 4 days. If you still feel the need to get out of Las Vegas, I'll send you a Greyhound ticket. You can come crash with me. You know, I'm crashing my van at the time. There's not much room, but I can find a spot for her at the carnival. I said, call me in 4 days. And she never called me back. 2 months later, I quit the carnival. I come to Las Vegas, and I'm passing through. I'm on my way to Ohio. I'm driving down Tropicana, and I'm going to my homegirl's house, and I see Sherry walking with a guy going west on Tropicana. And my first reaction is, oh shit, it's Sherry. I could tell she had been on the street. She kind of had that homeless tan. She didn't look good. I could tell she was doing dope. She just didn't look good. And this fucking asshole that she was with, he looked like a scumbag for real. So my immediate reaction was to stop to see what was going on with her. But it's a busy street. It's like a 45-mile-an-hour street. There's nowhere to turn in. So I said, fuck it. I'll just, she's not good. There's nothing I can really do for her. If she's going to do that, she's going to do that. I pull into my friend's apartment complex, and as soon as I pulled in, I said, fuck that. Let me go fucking turn around and go see what the fuck she's doing. So I get out, go back on Tropicana, flip a UE, go back up to Mountain Vista, and she's gone. I didn't see her. I don't know where she went. And I didn't think much of it. I was like, I'll see her again. Her sisters will hit me up on Facebook to let me know where she's at. And that was the last time I seen her. So last December, I'm in Dallas. I'm working, and you